What's the safest state to move to? Don't move to a state. Fight where you are. I discourage violence when there's tens of thousands of unarmed people there, yeah. Jesus. People are just so stupid sometimes.
Okay, Trigi. Well, what you might want to know is that there were only just over 20,000 people. And of those 20,000 people, about a quarter of those people came unarmed. Now, simple math means that's about 5,000, not tens of thousands. Now, if you want to talk numbers, the important numbers, that leaves you with about 15,000 armed people who are your supporters of the Second Amendment. Now, why would we all just start turning on each other? You're blowing things out of proportion.
Yeah, we missed our chance to massacre a bunch of innocent people in Richmond, guys. We really missed it. Darn it.
Who said that?
Thank you, fat dude at the bottom. Literally nobody said, hey, you guys missed your chance to massacre people. Nobody said that. My comment was that while we had ample resources right here in Richmond, we should have had people peacefully protest by going past the borders that Northam put up.
Nobody said massacre. I know nobody said it, but when there's tens of thousands of unarmed people and you want to start a conflict, kind of just, they go hand in hand there, Chief.
Yeah.
Okay, there's tens of thousands of people, whatever, and I want to start conflict, whatever. The whole point of this is to stand up for your rights, okay? So sometimes, I'm sorry, bud, but that causes conflict. Now, I'm sure you might not be used to it wherever you came from, but here in my hometown, I know what conflict is. I know how to deal with it. I know how to be prepared for it. You just seem like a pussy.
Said peacefully walk past the borders.
He did have a shitload of makeup on, yeah.
Walk past the borders. There are borders surrounded by cops, and the only way in is through metal detectors. So there's no peaceful way to walk through it.
No peaceful way to walk through, and there's cops, metal detectors, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. It would have only taken about 10 people to just pull that rickety metal wall down, and about 10 more people to not even be carrying their guns physically in their hands, but over their shoulder on a sling to walk on the Capitol and say, no, this is our land, this is our capital, we're not going to comply. That's peaceful. Now, if the police chose to get violent, that's on them. They would have their own coverage. That's on them.
Spoken like a guy who wasn't there and doesn't know the layout.
Wasn't there? Don't know the layout? Do you know me, motherfucker? Richmond is my hometown.
Yeah, I didn't see Alex Jones personally. I saw the InfoWars people there.
Oh, look at that. I met Alex Jones in Richmond. You came to my city and accused me of not knowing the layout and saying that I wasn't there. Okay. You're a genius. Obviously, I can't debate you. Your IQ is 400 or above. I can't debate you.
You were there front and center. Then why didn't you peacefully walk through the barricades there, bud? Since you're saying it's
okay. Why couldn't I do it myself? Now, I like the question. That brings us to dialogue. Your tone was a little condescending, but I'll give you an answer why. I didn't have a gun. I'm not going to bring a gun to a rally where I know with my charges I can't carry a gun. I would hurt more people than I would help by doing so.
Why would you need a gun if you want to do it peacefully there, Chief? Huh? Jesus Christ. I can't with people, man. People
I follow the law. Oh, Christ.
That's the point. Open carrying on the Capitol is prohibited. I'm aware. But why are you trying to have somebody else do your dirty work? You're calling for somebody to do this. Why didn't you do it?
Anyways, in order to protest in the way that I suggested, I would need to be able to open carry. That's why I was, trying to suggest it to other people, not because I wouldn't do it myself. Fuck, I was having a conversation about bringing in a chainsaw just because it's not on the prohibited weapon list on Capitol Hill. Do something. It doesn't mean you have to hurt somebody, but do something. Because all you're doing is going on live and just kicking shit with your dork-ass friends and playing Call of Duty, dude. What the fuck are you doing? Well, how are you going to do it peacefully? What are you going to do peacefully with a gun? Okay, dude, you literally contradicted yourself and this entire rally because tens of thousands of people showed up armed and did not one single thing violent with their guns. But because I called you out and you are taking this as a personal attack, which you should, because you're a phony. You want to get into the rude comments about, are you making me out to be an extremist? Me? Do I need to show people your Instagram? I'm me? Okay, bud. You're just a liar. You stand for something that, isn't what you claim it is. You claim that you stand for the Second Amendment, but in all actuality, you're only in this for the Instagram followers and for the clout. You could care less. And I can tell by looking at you, you're bitch made. You wouldn't get out there and really fight. Anyways, to sum all that up, Trijiconch, I think you're a fake. I think you are playing with people's minds. You're playing with people's rights. You're giving people false hope when you yourself are not all that important. You're not all that great. I'm one to talk because I'm not all that important and I'm not all that great either. But here's the thing. I don't claim I am and then go and try to put other people down for speaking their opinions. Okay? You want to act like a leader? Act like one. Be a leader? Act like one. Seriously. You have it in you. You have a pretty good following. Now, you just need to grow the balls that are required to be able to lead these people and not just take pictures with your cool gear.